Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Planning with Bree. I'm Bree, and today I'm going to be setting up a spread in my journal for my ABC journaling spreads. So if you don't know, my bullet journal is mostly for journaling for reflection, self-awareness, and everyday documentation of what I've done that day, what I've thought about, and the goals that I've set for myself. Am I doing what I can to get to those goals? So it's basically a structured diary, is what I like to call it sometimes. I do not use my bullet journal for planning. I do have a planner for that. So I did want to mention that at the beginning of this video, just in case you were curious as to why I was putting this in my bullet journal. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking this beautiful paper that I got from Joann's, and I'm going to make an envelope for the insert. At first, I was going to make this an insert that I could flip in and out on a single page so that I could see it anywhere that I am in my journal, but I thought it would be cute to make a little envelope. So as you just saw, I made the envelope and I'm going to set it to the side so I can decorate the page behind it. In order to decorate this page, I'm just going to take a few little scraps and do a small collage at the top of this page, and then the envelope is going to sit at the bottom of this page, mostly open because of the inserts that I'm going to put inside the envelope is pretty big. So while I do this collage, I am going to speak briefly about ABC journaling and how I use this type of journaling. So just a little background on how I found this type of journaling. One day I was searching for journaling for reflection and self-awareness, and I came across cognitive behavioral therapy and individual cognitive therapy that you can do on your own through journaling. And that's how I found this ABC method. ABC stands for the activating event or agent, the belief, and then the consequences. So ABC journaling is taking those three things that I just mentioned and processing how one influences the other and then causes thoughts that encourage certain behaviors or turn into certain behaviors based on how we feel about certain things that happen, such as triggers or just small things that are said or done that cause, like I said, behaviors that we either like or dislike. So I do the ABC journaling method pretty much twice a month. It is something that I try to think about because I do want to change how I think about myself and the situations that I'm in on a daily basis. I am a very spiritual person, and trying to navigate this world as a spiritual person, I do this ABC journaling as well as I also keep a prayer journal. So this is something that I started last year, so I am going to be using that spread as a guide as to what I'm going to write on this new spread. So right now I'm just gluing everything down. I did write a song lyric by J. Cole that says, "No weapon gonna prosper that's forming against me." That's from one of his songs from his previous album that he released last year called My Life. If you don't know, J. Cole is one of my favorite artists. He is my favorite rapper of all time, period, hands down. It's just a lot of nostalgia around J. Cole, and when I started really listening to rap, I didn't used to listen to rap a lot. I was more of an R&B person. I still am, but when I did get into rap and start listening to it for myself, J. Cole was like, he was that, he was that guy. So But anyway, I thought that song lyric was perfect. It was either that or it's going to be a Bible verse, and J. Cole basically flipped a Bible verse. So I'm cool with that. Um, but yeah, so this is the spread in my old journal that I'm going to be using to put onto this little insert page that I'm making right now. So I decided that I wanted this page to be mostly blank so that I could have a lot of space to write, because as you saw, I have a lot to write on this insert. So I just took some bullet journal paper from the back of my old journal and from the back of this journal as well, because I'm probably not going to use all the pages. And actually, I may actually use all the pages in this journal. If you've been seeing any of my previous videos, like this one that's called Create and Collage, I've been doing a lot of spreads in my journal. I don't know what it is lately, but I would rather collage than to write. It's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother problem that I'm working on. It's not a problem, but with that being said, I think I actually may only get like 4 months out of this journal. So either way, I took a page out of this journal, it'll be okay. So I wanted to create a white space on this brown piece of craft paper so that I could write out all the steps, the purpose, and things like that. So right here, I am going to write individual cognitive therapy, which is technically kind of what I'm doing through journaling. So the first thing I write is the purpose, and the purpose for this type of journaling for me is to increase self-awareness, think about things differently, and to challenge assumptions. So I am going to basically write out the purpose, the ABC modeling, which is called the ABC model of cognition, and the 3 principles of description for journaling. The 3 principles of description for journaling, the ones that I found and the ones that I use, are falsifiability, which means to describe the facts, not opinions, and you should be able to give a yes or no answer for each statement. Non-judgment, which is the N, which is to avoid broad or overzealous statements. It also says to remove any judgments that you have about this thought or emotion. For instance, I know with me, sometimes I am upset at the fact that I cry sometimes, because I always say, like, when I get done crying, or I used to say when I get done crying, like, nothing happened. I just cried. I didn't solve anything. Nothing happened. But I've learned that crying is a release, and it's okay to just cry. I don't have to feel bad about it. So the non-judgment will come into play when I just tell myself, like, don't judge yourself because you're crying over something that probably deserved some tears. And then the last one is detail, which means to describe everything: the context, the facts, the feelings, the outcomes, what was going on inside your mind, what was going on outside around you. Just describe everything that you can in that moment. So those are the 3 principles of description for journaling, and those really help me hone in on the actual event and how I feel about it. So on the back, I'm going to write the 5 steps for journaling. So the front was just what it was about, breaking down like how to do it. And then step 5 is how to put it all together in a process that makes sense in a way that I can journal through it. So step 1 is to start with the consequence, emotions, or behaviors, and to apply the 3 principles of description, which I just talked about: falsifiability, non-judgment, and detail. Step 2 is to describe the activating agent. Step 3 is to find out the belief that entertained the reaction. What thoughts did I have? What did I feel about this emotion? Things like that. Step 4 is to challenge the belief by evaluating the validity. So is this logical? Is this congruent with facts? And then step 5, which is my favorite step, is to write down good alternative beliefs. Answering the question, what alternative thought could I think? That's my favorite part. That's where I go ham. Step 1 and step 5, I pretty much go ham. Now, I will say that when I am doing these, sometimes I combine like step 1 and step 2 or, something like that. But this is a good way to break down the process. So right now I'm finishing off this insert with some gold washi tape all the way around this insert. I got this washi tape in a pack that I got from Michael's, and it is probably the best washi tape that I have bought. There is nothing like gold on a page. Okay, I love my gold gel pen. I love this gold washi tape. This washi tape alone has single-handedly helped me like washi tape again, because I was about to throw it all away. So that is basically the end of this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you were able to take something from it about journaling. Maybe you can look up ABC journaling or individual cognitive therapy journaling for yourself, and just think about what you think about. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next video coming soon. Please be sure to like this video, comment down below, and tell me, do you use any parts of your bullet journal for journaling, or is it just for planning? Share this video with someone who you think may enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel. Bye.